for a new and different perspective every week on LEGO sets, news, media, and more. You're listening to the BCC Podcast.
Today is Thursday, August 17th, 2017, and you're listening to episode 114 of the BCC Podcast. I'm Ford, back hosting, and to christen the new Thursday day of recording, we have a special guest, Mesonak, from the TTV Podcast, message boards, whatever. How are you?
I'm not special. I'm just a dude, living life.
Aren't we all?
Things are going well. Things are going well. I'm really glad to be here. I'm glad you guys had me on today.
Oh yeah, no problem. I'm also joined by Glenda.
Hello, I'm very happy to be here. I'm also happy to have Meso here. It's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you.
LQ.
Ford, I would take this opportunity to thank Meso for being here again, but instead I'm going to criticize you. You've lost so much energy since you came back from your summer internship.
Well, he just got back.
I just got back.
Hey, quality waits for no man.
People need time to cool down. It's okay.
The life was sucked from
I'm
his
kidding, but
brain.
no, I'm not really.
The life was actually sucked.
Go ahead.
I'm also joined by Mace, who isn't as criticizing.
Critical.
It's true. I'm not a very critical person. Not even of myself. It's one of my best qualities.
And last and most likely least, Mal. But he's not
Okay,
least because of that hat.
You're gonna
I
get fired
had
for
much
that
more
one.
energy when I was introducing everyone to the podcast. So I'm just saying, Ford, you
right.
lost
I mean,
it. You lost
snap.
it, and I had
Shots
the energy.
fired.
And you think I'm the least here.
Yeah, no one lets me introduce the podcast.
I mean,
You should sometimes.
Well, have you ever...
I have
there's
to
a chain
come
of
back.
command that goes down for, intros.
Seize the day, Clinda varieties, the spice of life.
Yeah.
It used to be Chris, and then after Chris, I was like, okay, I could do it, but I do everything else. So, Ford, do you want to do it? And he's like, sure. And then we decided, since Melissa is next in the chain of command, if Ford couldn't do it and I couldn't do it, he does it. And it's never been a podcast where all three of us weren't here.
Yeah, pretty much.
Incredible.
Well, I did it once, or you let me try it once, and I did it great, except I got the day wrong. I said it was
And that's
What
why you
episode
don't
was
do
that?
it.
I don't
Unforgivable.
It was one time.
I mean, listen, I get the episode number wrong all the time on TTV, so.
See, TTV is much more forgiving.
It's not an exclusive
Yeah, I know.
problem. Yay.
Well, it's one thing when you get it wrong. It's another thing when you, don't even know, have any idea what time it is. I think one time I said the episode number, but it was 20 in the opposite direction. And I got on a flag for that. I was like, what, did you just lose 5 months of time? And I was like, yeah, I guess so. And what made it worse was that it was, on a milestone. It was episode 210, but I was like, episode 190.
Oh, I
Wait,
think I
how'd you
recall
pull
that.
that off?
Only 140 days off.
Yeah, exactly. When you're having fun, time just kind of flies by.
Yeah.
I know, right? It's hard to believe how much time has gone by.
Speaking of that, let's discuss our itinerary a bit today. So, in segment 1, we've got a few bits of random news throughout the week. Very slow news week altogether. And depending on how that goes, we're going to go right into segment 2, which will either be questions for Meso, or then we'll talk about the LEGO 11 moments that define LEGO plays we know today. And boy, do I have some things to say
I
about
think a
that.
lot of
Hype
people
for
have
that
a lot
one,
of
dude.
things to say about it.
Then finally, segment 3, we've got our LEGO Ideas Spotlight of the Week and the game, which this week is hosted by Klenda, and it's the Guess the Set based off of the description game.
Yep, that should be good.
That'll be quite interesting.
Alright, so without further ado, let's get into our first bit of news, which is the LEGO Group has appointed Niels B. Christensen as the new CEO. He is effectively replacing... how do you pronounce the Indian guy's name again? Bali Pada?
Yeah, let's go with
I
that.
hope I'm getting that
Something
right.
like that.
He'll be effectively replacing him on October 1st.
Well, congratulations
So-
to Neil.
Yeah.
Yes. From what I'm to understand, this was always the plan.
Yeah, that's what I've come to understand too, but I did not get that impression at first.
Yeah, I know a lot of people were saying like, "Oh, what is this massive shakeup behind the scenes? New
And,
CEOs left and right." But he was always.
I
going to
haven't
be
been
interim.
reading too much into this, but all I know is that it's happened. It happened like practically a week ago at this point. Why was Balipada even there?
From what I understand, he was like a fill-in until they selected like the long-term
Yes,
CEO.
that is the
Placeholder.
impression I get as well. He was an interim CEO, meant to like be a stepping stone, help keep the ship righted while they worked on long
Okay,
term.
so it's like a temporary captain kind of deal.
Yeah,
We're going
in a
with
sense.
ship
So-
analogy.
I was actually curious, so I looked into this more to see if he was related to old Kirk Christensen. I can't find any connection.
I
I'm
hear
sure if
that
there
it's
was
a
wishful
one, they'd
thinking.
say.
last name in Denmark.
Yeah, so
If there was a connection, they'd have brought it up, I'm sure.
Indeed.
I just found it interesting. You know, he has the same last name as the
Yeah.
founder.
That is pretty
Mhm.
interesting, actually.
He
But
might
I
have
don't know.
leveraged it into a position.
Life's weird like that. People share
It
similar
is.
names.
Stranger things have happened.
They
It
have.
also looks like he's been a CEO before. I think that he was CEO of a
Oh,
technology company.
He was CEO for
Mhm.
Mega Brands. No, I'm kidding. He wasn't actually. that's not
Wishful
actually
thinking
true.
again?
But I wish
No.
that was true.
Meso, spreader of false information.
Oh no, not again. I can't handle this. Back
He
can't
pedal.
have- We can't
Yes,
have
he
that
was
kind of news
CEO
on our
of-
podcast, people. Come on.
He was indeed previously CEO of
Danfoss?
GN Netcom,
Mm-hmm. Whatever that
which
is.
Then he was
Don't
also
they
on
know.
make
Danfoss.
wireless and corded headsets.
Wow.
It says here he was also CEO of Danfoss. I don't know how to
Danfoss.
pronounce that.
I like the sound of that.
Oh, Dan Foss.
Danfoss. I like it.
Mhm.
Yeah, they give his full like biography in the press release, and
Yeah,
Sounds
I actually
like a
read it.
legendary knight, Dan Foss.
hopefully he is good at steering company in the right direction, like the past one E CEO.
He'll be fine. Lego's
One
not
could
going anywhere. It would take
Yeah.
a
No, I don't
series
think
of
so.
colossal missteps, the likes of which we can't even fathom, in order to derail.
Like the
Lego
90s.
From, well,
Like the 90s.
yeah, I guess. But I don't think Lego's getting knocked down anytime soon. They're just gonna coast on the ride to more money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think they're pretty safe
They're
for
going-
now.
He's still another
Very,
good 80-some years
very
until we
strong
go
right
through
now.
the 90s again. So
you
true.
know.
I mean, they are releasing what is to be their biggest set ever on October 1st.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
that
and
is true.
I'm pretty sure that it is obvious to everyone who's been keeping up with the news
Yep.
what that Star
Lego-
Wars set will be.
Lego released a teaser for it. They still didn't say the name officially, but it was actually in the upper corner of
Yeah.
the video. The UCS Millennium Falcon's confirmed.
Mhm.
And I heard a rumor that there's a Dejarik table in
Oh,
in that preview, so it's going to have an interior.
that's
Oh,
cool.
okay.
That is-
Would you pay for the biggest Lego set ever just for it not to have an interior?
Exactly.
Mhm.
Like it's not about the destination.
I mean,
It's about
why
the
would it
journey
even?
to
Why
get
would it
there.
even fathom that it wouldn't have an interior?
It
That's
would
why-
be
it's why, like-
exceptionally boring if it was a $600 gray brick.
Yeah.
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 It
See, for
must
me-
have an interior.
I was just hoping for the first UCS buildable figure. That's what I was holding on.
That's cool. You know,
Think
they
about
make
it.
statues.
The largest UCS ever. UCS Jar Jar Binks.
Right. I love it.
Take my money day zero, Lego.
Oh.
Take my money.
Why do I feel like if there's just a normal contraction Jar Jar Binks, it actually would sell okay just for the novelty of it?
Probably would. Hey,
I
maybe
mean,
for
his
the
head would.
20th
They
anniversary
haven't
of
made any
Phantom
alien
Menace.
buildable figures, have
No,
they?
they
No,
have.
not
They've
yet.
been all like
Yeah.
Not yet.
robot or human.
They've
One
mainly been
is
sticking to the-
approaching.
They've been sticking to either ugly humans or
They're not that bad.
robots. They're that bad.
No.
Thank you.
They're
Someone
not.
agrees. They are
Lego
that bad.
themselves
Obi-Wan is the
confirmed that they're
best
kind of bad.
Who's
The
best?
human face ones look
Obi-Wan.
awful.
Is the
Yeah,
best
well,
one.
Obi-Wan is a different case. He's modeled after a blocky cartoon.
That is true.
Wow.
This is true.
I don't know. I'm not into them at all.
That's why Obi-Wan is the only one that looks decent, and every single other one looks like nightmare fuel.
I kind of like Rogue One, like slightly.
I also do too.
I actually am
I
the
like
opposite.
Baze, but I didn't like the others.
I thought Jin's was absolutely awful, and she's probably like one of the worst contraction figures ever.
Really?
Yeah.
Her face looks
Because she
bad,
doesn't
but
even
the
look
actual
like in the
figure's
movie.
kinda- yeah,
She doesn't even wear that hat in the movie.
Yeah, she does.
that's weird.
She wears it like
And she
once
was
on-
originally
on the
going
rainy
to,
planet.
but you know how they've shaken up the script of that a million times before it finally came out.
Yes, they had to
Yeah.
write her. They had to write her hat out of the script.
But it was in there.
It's had this like backstory that was way too long to fit into the runtime of the movie.
It was the hat of the guy that tried to sell Obi-Wan death sticks.
Like there's like C-3PO's red arm. Had to like cut it out.
No. C-3PO's red arm was only there so he could sell the $50 book series.
Yeah.
It was only there so he could sell a $50 action figure.
Why haven't we gotten a C-3PO construction? That's
Because they're
That's an
stupid.
excellent-
I'll bet they're
Because
saving
I would
it.
buy that. I would also buy a Jar Jar one.
It's because they've been doing this thing where because Star Wars is a yearly movie series now, they've been having to make movie tie-ins a lot. They haven't really had opportunity to make original characters. No, not original characters, but from the original trilogy
Right.
and the prequels.
And I think
stuff.
another one of their problems is
Rumor-
that their budget is so small they can't make a large amount of them. This is probably why we only got 2.
all the
this
budget's
summer.
going to like the 4th Millennium Falcon for some reason.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry.
When are we
like,
getting new ships?
I've had to like pad my discussions on this with jokes about CCBS because I just really don't care about another Millennium Falcon. Like honestly, it can be the best one they've ever made, and it can be intricately detailed as I'm sure it will be. Not to knock it or anything, not to say it's gonna be a bad set. I don't care. I can't bring myself to muster up even one little fraction of interest.
I actually have quite a bit of interest because I loved the original UCS Millennium Falcon. It's probably one of my favorite Lego sets
Will you
of
buy
all
it?
time.
Will you buy the new one?
No.
No, you're gonna buy Ninjago City before you buy this.
Yeah, if I was to buy something that big, I'd buy Ninjago City, which,
Now
is still on
that
the
is a
table.
cool and creative one.
It has a Coden!
It
Ugh!
does,
Yes, it
actually.
does.
That is very
And it has
cool.
the symbol for Makuta and the symbol for the Usul, was it?
Yes.
Muscle crab?
Yes.
It
How
also
do you
has a-
pronounce them?
A botched Glatorian arena symbol. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
It is interesting, there's references to
Yeah.
both G1 and G2.
And it has Galador! Yes!
Okay, yes. I kind of want to Google the minifigure, buy it, and ship it over to Ford just so it's self.
Buy
It's
5
really
of
expensive
them!
right now, I already looked.
5!
I know, I'm going to wait though.
I want a
And-
small army of them.
The t-shirt. Just
Nice.
the t-shirt. Nothing else.
That's awesome. Yeah, I don't want to like completely distract from Millennium Falcon. I'm sure like it's going to be a well-designed set. No disagreements there. I just don't care about it.
I already know I'm not going to buy it because I don't have that kind of money, and if I did, I'd be
You know,
spending
let's
it
say,
on anything.
if something incredibly stupidly lucky happens to me, I'll definitely buy it.
I mean, I would only buy it if my other 2 Lego Millennium Falcons just disappeared and I had nothing else to do with my life.
You already have 2?
I have
Really?
I have the original one from like 2000, 2001. I don't remember the year. And then I have the Force Awakens one.
That's insanity, and also cool, but mostly insanity.
Yeah.
I have the 2011
The original one is
so-
super underrated. It's a very nice set.
All right then.
I think it's ugly.
No disagreements.
And it has blue.
It has
I don't
blue-
know. I just
I
can't.
feel like as the podcast goes on, I just have this urge to be more and more like aggressive towards people.
Okay.
I don't know why, especially Ford.
Yeah, because apparently you have something
So
wrong.
cute.
Like, there's something wrong
I don't.
with you and, like, my energy or something like that.
I have a
You
problem
tell
with
us
your
how you
energy
feel.
as
Ford, I'm
well.
only hard on you because I want you to succeed.
But I'm already a success!
Wow.
You keep telling yourself that, buddy.
You sound like we're dead. I'm leaving.
All right. Anyone else have any other near?
No!
Seriously?
LQ
Hilarious.
every time.
Every time.
This has become like a running joke at this point that I actually say your real name on the podcast.
That's great.
And you're making fun of me.
Maluris, you're the Star Wars guy. What do you think of this news? Will you buy
I'm
it?
excited to actually see it. Like, right now I'm kind of in a state of indifference. Like, okay, they're making it. Big whoop, but like, you know how I feel about the UCS Falcon from before. Like, that is a gorgeous set, and it's just so great to see it in Lego. I'm just wondering, okay, how are they going to improve this? Will this be like a, remodel of the
UCS.
original UCS, kind of like the Death Star was with updates, or if it'll hopefully, probably, yes, be bigger thing.
See, if it was just like what they did with the Death Star, I wouldn't have as big of an issue with it as with the Death Star, because there's actually a very long gap between releases this time, and not a month.
Yeah.
True.
A cool thing also, this will be to scale the UCS Slave 1. Ooh.
Really?
Okay, that is pretty cool, actually.
That's pretty
I'll
sweet.
probably never get the Millennium Falcon, but I definitely will have the Slave 1 one day.
I think the
Slave
last
one
UCS
day.
Millennium Falcon was like slightly bigger than it should have been for like perfect minifigure scale, if I recall.
I don't remember that.
So perhaps like
Then again, I was only a young...
I'm hoping they kind of like make this one just a bit smaller, but not too much, so that it's still minifigure scale, but also has like room for the interior, as opposed to like just putting it all to the
like a true
exterior
scale
with
model.
size. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
hope
size
it's a
isn't
little
everything.
bigger, because it's $100 more.
Or a few dollars more.
I like
It's
to get you
$100
sitting over here
more.
with like your rational opinions and your rational discourse, and I'm just like, I hate Lego Star Wars. I'm not gonna buy it. It irritates me every time they remake a set. I'm like, ugh. Just annoyed.
We still haven't gotten Queen Amidala's ship from Phantom Menace.
We're
the
not
silver
even-
one.
So you
Hey,
hate
you
our
hate
ongoing
when they
series.
remake stuff. Don't even talk about The Last Jedi. Ooh!
Oh,
Oh,
Well,
what?
Ford.
I'm sure it won't be as copy-paste as its predecessor.
All right. Anyway, I was gonna say, Meso, you'd hate. We have an ongoing series of podcasts where we actually compare different versions of Star Wars sets.
That's actually a cool idea. I like that.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We've only done like the first episode.
Yeah,
but
we have
it'll
more in
come
the
back
works.
someday. That episode's actually all planned, but
We should do more.
we're gonna have new season now, so
Oh, so are you
UCS
trying to
Millennium
like
Falcon.
dispel the myth that they're all the same, or prove that they're all the same? Like when's...
neither one really. We're just
Which
you know,
one
talking
is
about
the
the
best?
pros and
If you're
cons of
only gonna
each
grab
one and
one,
which one's the
which one
best.
should you grab?
All right,
Which one has the best value, etc.
that's a good plan. I'll watch this show.
Mm-hmm.
You
Sweet.
got the Meso seal of approval right now.
Yes.
Hey.
Now we gotta actually finish that.
Yeah, do it. You can't let me down.
Well, the ultimate Millennium Falcon is a good excuse to get weird and do it.
True.
Seriously? You serious, bro?
Yeah, we should
I'm
do it
serious.
once this Millennium Falcon is officially revealed. That's the perfect time for it.
Right.
Absolutely.
See, Elkio agrees with me.
Clickbait.
All the clickbait.
Is it really?
Yeah, we'll
the
just have, like, a
best?
picture.
3
We'll take
question
some-
marks, 2 exclamation points.
We'll steal someone's vlog picture so it looks like we actually have the set.
Meso does not endorse image thievery.
Ooh, I'll Photoshop our faces into the picture too.
Hey, so it's not thievery anymore. We modified it. That makes it ours.
Fair
Yeah.
use.
You can't steal it if half of it is yours.
I mean, that's Hollywood's reasoning, logic. If we
Wow.
address this, yeah,
What a
we're
sick
not stealing it.
bird.
That'll draw the people in.
Well, alrighty then.
As long as they haven't listened
Okay.
to this episode.
Honestly, I was
first.
trying to drag this segment out just to the end of this segment because, I needed some time to rant about the next segment.
Okay.
Oh dear, so that's the one with the 11 things that changed Lego.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that, and actually, I believe we still got a couple minutes left in this segment, so
But-
let's actually ask Meso a question from our
What?
list as we wait.
You're asking me
Yeah.
questions
So-
and I didn't sign up for this. I'm not prepared. Don't
You don't
blindside
even
me.
know what the questions
That-
are yet.
But you'll be picking them
Okay,
anyways because I've got a list of 11 questions
Wait,
here,
what?
and I want you to pick a number 1 through 11,
At
and
random.
we're just gonna ask
Wait,
you.
what? I'm
If you
picking
rem-
your question?
See, it's a tradition we have.
Yeah.
We have this when LJ's on too. We have basically some nonsensical questions here
Mhm.
that we ask all our
Oh,
guests.
Of course.
Are they all the same question? I'm kidding.
Can I just answer all of them then?
If
We
have
can,
time, sure.
if we... we'll do that in the next segment after we run out of time.
Okay.
Before we run out of time. But just, for starters, choose a number 1 through 11.
I'll do 7. Because
Yes.
it's
All
August
right. Good
17th, my birthday. Get hyped.
Happy birthday!
Happy
Thank you.
birthday.
And
All
happy
right.
birthday, by the way.
Thank you.
Question number 7. Is there a movie you hate as much as Ford hates The Force Awakens?
Do you hate Force Awakens?
Oh, I
Don't-
despise it.
Please don't
don't
Legendarily.
I
ask
hate
him
it
to
so much I
elaborate.
can't talk
You have no
about it
idea
anymore
what you
without,
have
like,
unleashed, Meso.
just-
But I think it's the best
doing
one.
Bad things.
We don't have the time.
No, don't do it! Don't do it!
Don't have the time.
No, I only saw Star Wars last year, and Force Awakens is far and above my favorite. But okay, we'll debate this another day.
Okay.
Is there a movie I hate? No. I think even bad movies typically have some enjoyment factor for me to where I like watching them. You know, like in the
Yeah.
whole so bad it's good kind of thing.
Absolutely.
Okay, thank
No,
you.
I do
Someone
like so
else
bad it's
does
good
that.
ones, but
Yeah, it's like-
I don't like so bad it's bad
Now,
ones.
there is a fine line where like a movie can be bad and still be entertaining, and then a movie can just be bad and be boring. And I think the closest movie that's ever come to hitting that, where it's just not fun to watch, was Transformers: Age of Extinction. Because the Transformers movies are the kind of spectacle that like you kind of just like watching them, even though you can recognize they might not be the greatest movies ever. With Age of Extinction, it dragged so much. TTV, like we watched it all at the same time, and it was just a drag to get through. It was one of the
that's like
worst movie experiences I've had. For anybody who's seen the
That's
movie,
kind of funny, though, because me and Orion were watching the Transformers movies, and even that one is, like, the most enjoyable experience ever for us.
well, hey, to each their own.
Just our commentary on it.
When
But
the,
we actually saw it the last night in
when
theaters
the
together.
bald dude was running with the briefcase, like running.
Okay,
through
yeah.
people, I just
That
no,
part-
just no.
Oh, but that one has like my favorite scenes in all of Transformers. The one
juice
where
box.
Stanley Tucci she's drinking the Chinese, Japanese, whatever milk, and the ship like comes overhead and he just pulls the straw out
It's
with
so
his
awful.
mouth.
My face is my warrant. Transformium. Anyway, that's my answer.
All right. So that's going to do it for this segment. Now we ran just enough time on that. When we get back, it's time to get into that video, which I've been...
You guys are strict about this. I like it. It's structured.
Hey, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for new LEGO content every week at the BCC Crew. Welcome back to the BCC Podcast. We're now on segment 2, which means we're going to be getting into the video LEGO released earlier this week. Moments that defined LEGO play as we know today. And after that, we're going to ask some more questions of Meso. Alright, so let's get right into it
Was it
then.
supposed to be that loud?
You
Oh,
can
we
adjust
usually
it.
adjust
Um,
the volume of
Slightly,
Marv
quite
ourselves.
Alright.
I don't
Yeah.
care. I like good music.
I forgot to mention that.
Don't worry, Meso. It took me a long time to figure that out too.
Welcome to the world of bump music.
So, to mark LEGO's 85th anniversary, LEGO has released this video, 11 moments that define LEGO play as we know today. Now, I encourage you to check out the video yourself to find out just how kind of off it is. And I'm being way too unfair. There's some weird questionable decisions in here, though.
Can we say what it is though?
Okay, yeah, they're
It's-
two big questionable decisions are Ford.
It's basically a big advertisement push for Boost. That's all it is.
And to others.
Yes. They did not include Bionicle.
Mhm.
It was mentioned briefly in the video,
Very
but it
briefly.
was not like as a moment that defined LEGO play, despite what Brick by Brick says about it, saving the company.
And
And
despite
two,
distraction being
licensed
something
themes
that
are also
stands
not
out
a
to
point.
this day.
License themes are not a point on here, which is, insane, because that's a huge thing that propelled LEGO forward.
An enormous thing.
I
The
think-
entire
I think
video game
most-
branch is built off of that.
Most of the things on the list here seem like they do make sense. It's just Boost and
Yeah.
Mindstorms, I'd say.
It makes sense up to 1979, and then that's when things start getting, holy.
Yeah.
Well, like I mentioned here, they use Fabuland as an example of storytelling.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Did
that's
Fabuland
little
have a story?
sketch, but I can get what they're trying to say. Like, it was their first foray into like something like that, and that they built on that over the years. And then Bionicle came along. That would have been a good time to mention Bionicle, but I guess they didn't.
They did actually in the video.
And then storytelling.
they
Cool.
They
They
did
mentioned
Storytelling
Bionicle
has
and
advanced
Ninjago.
Lego to the point where they are making movies now. So I
Okay,
understand.
here's a weird thing.
Ninjago and Bionicle were both name dropped in the storytelling segment. but
Yeah, okay,
only
here's
in
kind of a
3
weird thing, though. He
footnotes.
kind of mentions Bionicle like it's a current theme.
Wait.
I don't know if he hasn't gotten the memo yet, but it's kind of dead.
Whoopsie.
Just a
Too
little.
soon, bro.
So yeah, okay, Bionicle, honestly, that's probably the least of the questionable decisions, but they didn't include Star Wars.
Construction should have counted.
Yeah.
Eh.
I mean, I kind of willing to sort of accept Mindstorms as incorporating technology into Lego.
No, Mindstorms totally belongs on there.
Without
but
It
construction,
does.
we may not have gotten Exoforce. We may not have had the mechs we know today.
Yeah, so they definitely needed to have. I think that they just needed more points than just 11.
well, not really, because 11 is freaking Boost.
Again
Listen.
with the boost.
Well, I'm just saying they're missing more than just the
Listen.
one thing. So it's not just swap it out. It needs more stuff added.
Construction
Well,
and
from-
license.
From their perspective, this is something that defines Lego play. Bionicle Construction did come along. It did save their company. It did deserve a spot on the list. I can understand why they don't want to put it there. Present day Lego isn't exactly willing to acknowledge Construction. That I've noticed. It's kind of
Hopefully the
become
new
like the
CEO
redheaded
changes that.
stepchild of Lego. They're not really doing anything with it. Bionicle's biggest contribution to the present day was its story. If they acknowledge that, that's what counts. So, like, as a fan, yeah, I'm like annoyed they didn't put Construction on there, but I get it. And even like Boost, like, yeah, it's ridiculous. It's just come out, It shouldn't be on here. But I can understand why it is, because they're talking about it's like a defining and advancing Lego. That's why Mindstorms is so high. It's because, like, Mindstorms came along and it elevated the platform to a new kind of level. Boost is doing that as well. I haven't actually used it myself, but I've been in the presence of Boost.
I
and
was
it's
just about
crazy
to
what
ask
you can
about
do.
that.
Um,
Sorry.
Go on.
I was about to ask, like, what is Boost like in person?
Awesome.
Okay.
Finn made a robot that can move around and say words and like respond to commands and stuff.
Whoa.
It's quite impressive the amount of stuff you can do with it. We touched upon it briefly in the video on our channel where Var like reviews Boost and takes a look at it, and that's just scratching the surface of what you can do with
Oh,
it.
wow.
So like I'm not knocking it at all. It's a cool thing, but I get why you guys are like, oh, it shouldn't be on this list because it's brand new.
Okay, it's not just the issue that's brand new to me, but I kind of see it as like an evolution of Mindstorms.
It is.
I do
Same
too,
here,
because
that's
I
what it
had
is.
my.
So since Mindstorms are, we're talking about like, they have Fabuland as storytelling, where like that's justification because then they mentioned that evolved in Bionicle and Ninjago. Then why is not Boost mentioned when they talk about Mindstorms and say Mindstorms evolved into
I
Boost?
agree completely.
Yeah, I would also say that because I played with Mindstorms a lot when I was maybe 13, 14, and Boost sounds an awful lot like Mindstorms to me.
It is. It's an evolved version, so it should.
So I
be
still wonder if Mindstorms is dead now because of Boost.
probably.
I don't think.
I don't think it's dead so much
The
as
thing
it
is, from what I've
Boost,
got
you know?
from heard though, you see, Mindstorms is like really popular, like young robotics leagues and stuff.
Mhm.
I don't see Boost having the same appeal. I see it having more of a, in a certain sense of the word, casual appeal to it.
Maybe. Who
Time will
knows?
tell, I guess. I don't really know.
It's brand new, so we don't know how it's gonna do.
Which is exactly why it shouldn't have gotten that
Yeah.
spot.
Yeah, it should not be
It
a
hasn't
point that
changed,
defines Lego.
So yeah, and I still think, I feel like everyone should be able to agree Star Wars or licensing in general should have been on there because
Licensed,
that
yeah.
is a big, part of Lego now.
I say licensing in general.
Some would say
Licensing
licensing
definitely
is
needs
too
to be on
big
there.
of a part of Lego, but it is a big part no matter what.
I mean, it's
It
definitely
is.
a defining part.
Yeah,
the thing.
whether you think it's cool, it definitely changed everything.
100%.
Absolutely.
I mean, it brought us all the way to the crossovers of licensed themes called Dimensions.
Dimensions.
Anybody know what that
It's
is?
dead.
Cricket chirp. Cricket chirp.
It also
Ah.
licensing themes brought us things like
Stop
the Lego
stomping on my
movie.
soul.
Oh, you
Rest
know,
in peace,
Yeah.
yes, Dimension.
Actually,
I was gonna mention this to Mace
You know,
privately,
come to think
but
of it-
I need to mention
yeah,
it here.
that that
Okay. I
So-
got a fun pack the other day.
That
it
was your
the-
first mistake.
It was the Eris fun pack because I
that
I
was your
wanted
second mistake.
I wanted the head for a minifigure, for a custom minifig I needed it for, and there was a thick layer of dust on the box.
Oh dear.
No, the
Well,
fun
Chima
packs.
doesn't have many fans, and
Yeah,
that-
it was Dimensions and Chima. That combo was never gonna go
Yep.
anywhere. But
it was a secondary character in the Chima pack.
It was also
for Dimensions
the
Wave from 3 years ago.
it was also the Fire Chi Eris, so like blaze it, dude.
Uh,
What
Yeah,
were you
you
gonna
see,
say,
if you had
Carter?
grabbed someone like E.T. and he was coated in dust, that would have been a bit more sad.
yeah,
I was actually wondering, should they have put the Lego movies in?
I would, 100%.
Oh,
I
yeah,
would
I mean,
too.
definitely.
it makes sense for them to have it in it because that definitely defined Lego.
I would have
See,
put
the
Lego
funny thing
movies as
is-
like number one because it's the evolution of licensed themes. Like that turned.
It was
into-
kind of like a
chronological
timeline
order,
is the
so-
thing, so it wouldn't have been number one. But the thing is, they have like nothing from this century
Mhm.
except
Except for Boost.
Boost.
Nice.
And actually, this century is kind of what defined Lego because they had the whole reconstruction process this century,
Mhm.
Yeah, they kind
where
of
it actually put them back on the map.
Lego rebooted.
I have a feeling this was like given the okay by like the really old Danish executives at Lego, the ones that are still.
Hopefully this
Back
new
there.
guy loves Bionico.
The
You
the,
can brainwash him too, right?
the Danish
Yeah, that's a
executives who were
good
like,
one, Mace.
"Eh, what's that
Raise,
bionicle stuff?
You raise a really good point. Like from the last 20 years, like what defined Lego? I'd say the storytelling was a big part of it, but it goes beyond that. It's like Lego's reached mainstream appeal because of Bionicle in the early 2000s and then Ninjago in this decade. And those two working together, I believe, is what paved the way for the Lego movies alongside licensed themes and all that, being able to use those characters in the movies. And the movies has given Lego mainstream appeal like they probably never could have even conceived of back then.
Mhm.
And that, I think, is way more important than Mindstorms and especially Boost, like if you're talking about defining Lego. However, again, the people who made this video might be talking about Lego as the product, like what innovated
Yeah.
Lego, the bricks, the most. And licensed themes didn't really do that. Mindstorms did, and Boost by extension is as well. So.
But Fabuland then?
Yes.
Why
Yeah.
Fabuland?
So
I'm
is
with you.
Fabuland
The
just
whole
like the
thing.
outlier?
I'm with
I
you.
still-
It doesn't make sense.
I'll have to like ask Just Too Good or something if Fabuland actually had a
Yeah,
story.
does it? Like
Mhm.
It had characters. That's probably what they're
They had
getting at.
characters.
the characters are not a good story. Something about like they don't make a good story or whatever. I was gonna say that.
I mean,
I mean,
Got
you're
mine.
right.
It's
but,
their
like,
first try, and they are doing chronologically.
yeah, like it was when
Yeah.
they first had a theme that like had characters and stuff. It's
I'm sure they botched it, but it's
Characters
at the
don't
stage.
really make a story.
All right. I think that's about everything we have to say on that. Let's get back
Video
to
games
the
should have
questions
been
for
an honorary
Meso.
mention.
I can rant for another 20 minutes, David. You don't want to open that up to me. Go ahead and end it.
This is why we have the segments.
Yes.
All right, Meso. So we're going to continue. We probably won't have time for all of these questions, sadly. So we're going to continue to have you pick a number.
Blasphemy. I'll answer them all. Do lightning round. 2.
2. Okay. If you're going to write an edgy, melodramatic emo song, what would it be about and what would you call it? It cannot be about G2.
Oh, that was gonna just. How did you take that from me? I was seconds away. I was gonna say an ode to my childhood, but a tale of G2. Oh man, an edgy song that can't be about G2. Oh no. That's hard. You took away all my material like instantly.
Based on what
I
I've
have to
heard in
take a
this
pass.
podcast, you should probably make about Lego Star Wars.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. That's hard. I don't know. I'll take a pass on that one. I'll think about it. I'll come back.
You have to
All right,
answer them
choose
all,
another number.
though,
It's
by
like-
your own
It's like I took a
admission.
step forward and you pulled out the rug from under me and I just face planted. Is basically what that was like.
But it was such a fun faceplant to do. You did a backflip.
Yeah, man. Pretty much.
Jolly Brown style.
Hit my head so
All right.
hard I like fell forward.
All right, pick another.
Give me 3.
3.
Good number.
Okay. When you were younger, did you ever dream about being on the BCC podcast someday?
All the time, dude. Every Tuesday.
I mean, it's no secret. It's like we're an incredibly popular podcast.
You are. Seriously, you were so popular. You reached into the past. You were like the Flash from Batman v Superman. Am I too soon? Too soon.
Yeah, we're talking.
My boy.
I feel like, this just came out. I feel like that might have been G2. Just
Yeah, that's exactly what
imagine
it was.
Bionicle G2 coming back to 2015 just saying, am I too soon?
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Okay. Another number.
1.
1. Okay. 1 is a very interesting question.
Mm.
You're locked in a room with LJ and his Bionicle collection. The only way you ever leave this room alive is to make a choice. You either destroy LJ's Bionicle collection, or you can destroy LJ. If you destroy LJ's collection, you save his life, but he's mad at you forever. If you destroy LJ, you leave the room with a vast collection of unique toys, and no one is mad at you. And all like... Okay, which is your decision?
Ha. Well, I mean, I've got to go with taking LJ out. That's the only option. But like, there's steps to this. Like, I gotta think. Like, does anyone else know? Is it like public knowledge that there's been a murder committed?
Let's say for the sake of this question, you're off the grid here.
Like, okay, realistically speaking, it's a no-brainer. I have to take the sets. Because what I can do is I can then sell all those sets on eBay. I can take the money and I can put it towards AI research to make LJ bot a real person. I do that, and that's basically all it takes. Your life's already getting there. I just gotta like help it along.
All right.
That's my answer. 100%.
All right. Yeah, we still have more time.
Yeah,
Let's
we
go
still-
for
we
another
still have
question.
4.
4.
Going through sort of in order, are we?
Sort of.
I guess
I've gone like
What's worse, a paper cut or stepping on the corner of a Lego brick?
I've never actually stepped on a Lego brick.
Huh, I've never actually gotten a paper cut.
Wow.
I've done both. I live dangerously.
I'll say paper cut out of ignorance, just because I don't know what the alternative is. I think I stepped on a
All right.
Zamor sphere one time.
That is not the same thing. You know those little ninja things that they put down on the ground so if you step on them you impale your own foot?
Oh yeah, called caltrops.
It's like that but wider.
Man.
The worst are square bricks.
Alright, let's see. Give me,
I mean, it
give
doesn't
me
bother
question
me a great
8.
deal, but, you know.
Question 8. All
boy.
right. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you could resurrect either David Bowie or Johnny Cash, who would you pick? By the way, Orion wrote these questions.
Wow.
I said so.
He usually does for these things.
Yeah.
Ryan's fantastic for these.
I'm woefully ignorant of both you musicians' work.
What?
So I will.
Blasphemy.
I am
say-
too.
I will say David Bowie.
Can I ask my own
Okay.
question instead?
You can.
No, Ford.
No.
Interject
Okay.
it. No.
Okay.
Fine, go ahead.
Overruled. Ask
All right.
the question.
Ever watched Labyrinth?
Between LJ and Kahui, who do you think is fight, and who do you think is not so fight?
Who do I think is fight?
What does that even mean?
What's that? For that?
I don't know what this is.
Wow.
No, I don't remember.
Am I
Kinda
supposed
hurt
to
by
get
that.
it?
Using such.
I don't get it.
I don't get it
I'm
either.
sorry if
No,
I'm
Or
hurting
he
you. I
just
don't
made
remember.
this up, didn't
You don't remember Don't Fight?
Oh, that one.
One of the jokes
Trust
is that
me.
they had to figure out which one of them was fight and which one of them was not to fight. What do you think about that?
After years of knowing them both, I can tell you they are both equally fight. they fight a lot there.
But which one fights the least?
Probably LJ. When LJ fights, he goes all in, but he doesn't like naturally look for debates and arguments and stuff. John thrives on it. It's his blood, the life of the debate. So
it's official. Kahi's fight and LJ's not so fight. We can finally lay that 2015 question to rest.
If you want to take my word for it, the guy was never on a single episode.
Bam.
You can take my word for it. Give me question 5.
5. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chinese food or Mexican food?
Oh, Mexican food, 100%.
Oh.
And which one makes the best leftovers?
Mexican food as well.
Chinese.
Really?
I would agree with that. In fact, I don't think Chinese food is even an option for leftovers.
I live the life of the spice. It is in my blood.
Oh yeah, I'm with you there.
Gotta agree.
I mean, some people here will remember, like, oftentimes, well, not often lately, but I will take shots of hot sauce on call late at night sometime just because I'm craving hot sauce.
I eat jalapeno sandwiches.
Oh,
Nothing but cheese.
People are crazy.
we should get back into this debate.
Meso, do you do Indian food? I'm just curious.
Not often.
Okay.
I probably would like it though. I just don't eat it that often. Do
You know, the other day, my brother made Indian butter chicken, but instead of using teaspoons for the chili pepper, he used
You use
tablespoons.
tablespoons.
And it was really
You
good.
got any recommendations, Kalinda?
Apricot curry chicken is really good.
I'll have to check that out then.
I'm just a
I
basic
don't know if
guy
it's an
who
actual
takes
recipe
the
versus something that my
cheesy salsa.
family made up. But basically, you just take chicken and you smear apricot, I think, jelly on it, and you put curry on
Welcome
it.
to
It's
the
good.
Food Network podcast.
No, listen. You joke, but like,
Sounds
I can talk
good.
about food. I can talk about food for hours.
Me too.
So,
I probably
Big
could
time.
too, but that.
All right, we have enough time for one more question
you
this
have
segment.
all
So
the
let's get
time
one
in
more
the
in.
world. Give me question 6.
Question 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay,
Numbered.
can you go fast like Santa?
I can go fast like Shadow. Like Santa.
That's even faster than
Not
Santa.
fast enough.
No. Santa.
I take the Edgemobile right on down.
Wielding literal pistols in a cartoon animal world.
Yeah, you probably don't know this either, but there's like an in-joke with us too in the podcast where Ford is for some reason compared with Sonic the Hedgehog. Just because of this one picture of him in like 2014 where I said reminded me of some bad Sonic fan art I saw one time.
And also, he's the Toa of Sonics.
Oh yeah, and the self-knocking of Sonic.
Alright, I only got 3 questions left. I beseech you.
And then at the end of the year, but Meso, you have to know this. At the end of the year last year, I won the game. Like I had the most points, so they sent me the Sonic Smash Bros. Amiibo.
You won the game?
Yes, you see, at the end of the year, we gather up all our points from all the games we play, and the winner wins something.
That's actually pretty awesome.
It is.
So, I sent Ford a Sonic Amiibo for winning. I would have sent him the Sonic Dimensions pack, but I think it was too expensive.
Wow.
Alright, you know what, we only have 3 questions left. We will get to those, but we're going to have to get to them on the next segment because this segment's about wrapping up.
Wait,
So it's the
I
next
have my
segment.
angsty song. Boulevard of Broken Socket. Pale and
Well played.
We'll be right back. Want to join in on the discussion? Join the BCC Crew Discord server. Link is in the description below. Welcome back to the BCC Podcast, episode 114, the third and final segment. Once again, we're joined by Meso, and we're going to finish up our questions before moving on to the LEGO Ideas Spotlight, and then moving on further to the game, which is the Guess the Set based off the description game. All right, Meso, are you ready? Lightning round.
All right.
All right, so I'm just gonna go through these in order. At this point, we're not gonna have you pick a number because I'm not even sure if you remember which ones you picked at this point.
I know he hasn't
All
fixed
right.
10 on 11, but that.
All right, what do we have here next? Did that one?
9,
All right.
10, and 11. I do believe.
Is dark black a color?
Yes.
How would it differentiate itself from regular black?
Don't
Check
ask.
Out, just check out the Rakshi versus Rahaga. Or like the Metru colors versus Mata colors. One's like sleek and shiny and one's like matte. That's all you need to know.
I will have to do
Confirmed. Dark black is a color.
that. It's real.
All right. Opinions on the flavor blue raspberry.
Okay. See, blue raspberry is probably one of my favorite flavors of all time.
Isn't it the best?
Ha!
Yes.
Ha!
I consider it fantastic. A true delicacy. Except when it was made into a Mountain Dew drink, at which point I nearly wanted to vomit.
I never heard of
No,
that one.
that's
I'm
It's
afraid I
gross.
haven't either.
It's really bad. Pretend you didn't hear
Is
of
it worse than the cinnamon Pepsi?
That's a thing?
That is a
Yeah,
thing,
that's the
actually.
thing.
I've had it before.
Ugh.
What did you,
There
It's called. It's like
What did you
Pepsi
think?
Heat or something.
what did
I've
you think
had
of it?
I thought it
I
was.
thought it tasted like cinnamon Pepsi and like it was a mistake.
I thought it was good, but that's me.
I kind of want to try it now. When's
Disgusting.
it coming
There
back?
was cherry chocolate Dr. Pepper about a
Watch
decade
now, like
ago.
everyone listening to this podcast, you know, go out and buy.
It's
some
gonna be the
Pepsi
new
Heat.
cinnamon challenge.
Oh, this was called Pepsi. How did I not hear about this? I've tried this. Like,
I've had it several times. It's
Well,
not
their
Pepsi
mistake is that
Fire?
Oh, it's Pepsi
yeah,
Fire.
their
okay.
mistake is that they're
Fire.
using Pepsi. You gotta use Coke, the better one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Ain't nobody got time for that. You need conch.
Yeah.
Like, I hope
Alright.
this thing comes back. Anyway, next question.
Actually, as far as I know, it's still in stores.
I've never heard of it.
You kidding me? I gotta go like.
It is. It is. Yeah.
Which area
I
of
gotta
the
go
US
to
are
my
you in?
store.
I'm in Mississippi.
Mississippi.
All right. Last question. Which do you think was the dumbest Bionicle or Hero Factory set name?
Oh, the
Dumbest
dumbest
name.
name. Oh, okay. Well, I think the Hero Factory names were pretty dumb. In particular, Invasion from Below.
Uh-oh.
Oh, dear.
Not like I can joke about stuff like Explode or Raw Jaw all day, and all those are dumb. But the worst ones I think were some of the Hero Factory set names that just went on forever, like Invasion from Below. It was like Jaw Beast versus Stormer, or like Splitter Beast versus Furno and versus Evo, or like it just kind of dragged on forever. When you have a billion words in your set name, it's like all right, it made it a pain to type, basically. Then those are dumb. If you're talking like just the dumbest sounding, I'll give it to Raja. That's legendary.
All right, and that concludes questions for Meso. This was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity,
I expected-
Meso. We did it for LJ the first time he was on, but not the second.
I expected some deep and insightful life questions, questioning.
Oh, they were. You just
What?
didn't realize it.
Ah, okay. Gotcha.
The student has to be ready to learn.
All right.
I gotta dig up the list we asked LJ again, and sometime we should just like have another guest on and ask him a compilation of all these other questions.
Do it.
All right, so it's time for our Lego Ideas Spotlight of the week, and let me get a link up for everyone here.
Sounds good to me.
So this week we are spotlighting the Trailer Park Stakeout,
No.
and this set comes to us from where's the creator
Denmark.
name?
Not really.
Soon.
That's weird. I don't see a creator name on this page.
It is created by a dude
Pix
named
027.
Pix027.
Okay, there it is. There it is. Sorry. Yeah, Pick027. All right. So, Glenda, how about you tell us a bit about this set in very brief words?
Well, it's basically what it sounds like. It's a trailer park. It's got several trailers with detailed insides. It's got a little bit of land around. It's got several minifigures. It's very detailed, and I believe that this would be a good set. I don't see any illegal building techniques or anything.
I think it would work as a set, but you gotta kind of remove all of the landscaping and detail around it.
Which is a shame.
Because
I like
that'll
that.
be way too expensive otherwise. And Lego rarely releases sets with an actual base plate
I
these
think
days.
you also have
It's a
to
shame,
remove the
though.
backstory.
I didn't read the backstory,
It's
honestly.
Now the
It's
backstory.
two runaway prisoners taking refuge in a trailer park while they're on the run from law.
Okay.
Okay, well, I was
And-
expecting there to be some secret PG-13 stuff in here. I
No,
didn't
no,
realize.
there's more.
No, no.
The government agents are staking them out in a different trailer.
Sounds like, normal Lego City stuff to me. It's basically a police state.
Yeah.
Now I like
Full-on
how the
martial law.
bad guys have a trailer and the good guys have trailers as well. There's a stark difference between the two in this set. One is very beat up and the other is shiny as a bullet.
Because they
I
have
really
bullets.
What do you think?
Actually, the set is very cool. It's very in depth, very detailed. I do have to ask the question, why does this person actually think Lego is gonna make this, or did they just do it for
I mean,
kicks?
I think
That's my question.
Lego could make this set, honestly, if it got to the number of supporters. I would have
Yeah.
said they would have never made the old fishing house.
They won't make it. A group of villains taking refuge while being pursued by government agents. The villains, the protagonists, quote unquote. They're not gonna make this set.
Well, I mean,
But-
hey, someone
I like
wanted them to make Big Bang Theory and they did that, so it's on the table.
So
Voltron.
Yeah.
I do really
Oh,
like
yeah,
it though, the
and
amount of
Voltron.
detail. I think my favorite part is the broken, twisted fence and the dudes climbing over. That looks really cool.
Yeah,
The
that's
fence
very
is well
clever.
done.
And they built it using all real building techniques. Very
Yeah.
well.
There's even a ghetto blaster.
The official.
Still can't
Lego
believe that's the
name.
official name of the
is Ghetto
piece.
Blaster.
What do you think?
Again?
Whoa!
Two in one episode.
Oh man.
I told you.
That's
I said
never
it was
happened
gonna
before.
start happening more often. I said it would. You
That was
didn't
an audio
believe me.
explosion.
Yeah, it usually is.
Seriously?
Lawrence is very particular
Oh,
about his real
wow.
name getting
3
out
times
there.
I've
Every
seen
single
together.
Yeah, I'm used to just
day.
calling him
Like
by
how
that
they
when we're
were-
talking
Is the name
casually.
secret or something? Is it not public?
Yes.
Yeah, it is. He
Everything is
doesn't
a
reveal his
He's
true
secret
Secret
about
about
me.
that.
Like, you
Oh
know,
boy. Well, have fun.
I have to
We just bleep it out every
Slowly-
time.
slowly feed the audience eventually. If they want to know me, they'll have to want to know me and
They'll
tell
have to
me
get
that,
through
you know?
us.
I need to know this from them before I actually have a desire to show them who I am.
Alrighty then.
Who's editing this one?
I think he is. But
Oh
anyways,
gosh, I've
have
never
fun
edited
you
figuring
have
out
out
how
like
to
my
do
30
own
seconds to
name.
give your thoughts, and then we got to move on to the game.
Anyway. I'm just gonna say I really like the color scheme in this. It's very consistent.
Hey, this was Mlur's turn.
He wasn't saying anything.
I was recuperating from the traumatization of having my name
Oh.
said on
I was
air.
covering for you while you were
Healing be
recovering
upon
from your
you.
trauma.
Healing
I was
be
helping.
upon you.
You just like interrupting people. That's the thing.
And there go the 30 seconds.
Absolutely.
So, any
What do
comments?
you think? Thumbs up, thumbs down, Mlurus.
I mean, as in the set, thumbs up. Whether or not it'll be made, thumbs down. I don't think
Same.
they'd be doing it at all.
Same.
It'd be fun if they did.
Well, alright then. Let's go right into the game.
Yes.
Okay.
Glenda, you're hosting this week, so why don't you explain what we're playing?
Okay. Do we have an actual name for this game?
No.
Yes, the set
Yeah.
description game.
Okay. Well, the set description game is rather what it sounds like. I've taken 5 different Lego sets from within the last 5 years, just to narrow it down a little bit for you guys. And I've taken the descriptions and removed the proper nouns. I haven't removed characters' names, thank you, Mel. But I've removed mentions of the actual title of the set, for instance. And you guys, after hearing this, have to figure out what set I am talking about.
All right.
Well, see, I'm upset. I thought we were playing audio charades. I was looking forward to that.
Well, it's like this with a little bit
You can't be making noises like that's
And he
giving way
sounds
too
like,
much.
what?
One
Does-
more.
Yeah, that's
Big
against the
syllables.
rules of charades.
I was giving the one that I already showed Mal, which was an example.
Look, I'm a very advanced charades player.
Charades
like,
MLG.
But
I'm sorry.
but can you
No,
do it
you see,
without
like,
any
the
visuals?
things me and my friends come up with charades are like really crazy, like Mr. Incredible dueling shellfish.
Dueling who?
Shellfish. And then like
Oh.
lobsters
It's always
and such.
long statements like that because, you know, an object is too easy.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
But anyways,
Alright,
let's go.
Kick it off, Glenda.
Okay. First one. Kick the tires and check under the hood of the... So it's ready for the big desert race. Features a removable spare tire, tool wagon, gas can, and other accessories.
I'm never gonna guess this.
Okay,
Neither
so
am I.
I don't think anyone.
judging by the time frame of the description, I would say it's from World Racers.
Yeah.
But she did
That was
say it
my
was in the
first
last
thought as
5
well.
years, and that was a 2010 theme.
Oh.
Yeah, she
Man, I'm
said
getting old.
2010.
I think you said...
No,
No, wait,
I
no,
didn't.
5
I
years.
didn't. In the
I still
last
think it's
5
2015.
Oh no.
Um,
Yeah, so this is not from 2010 or anywhere around.
Is it a city set?
It would have to be.
Am I allowed to answer that?
No.
Okay.
What could it possibly have a desert race?
If it
Okay,
can't be
do I
Willy-
also
Jeep.
include which
That big Jeep
minifigures it
thing,
has if
that
it
blue
does?
and white Jeep.
No, that's a totally different game.
Okay, do not. Okay.
But the minifigures would help us narrow it down.
Yeah, they would. That's the point.
Exactly.
I mean, we can guess wrong still. What racing themes have been out in the last 5 years?
Racing's maybe like a false
The Volkswagen?
red herring, perhaps.
Is it the Volkswagen?
But it had
No, I
like the
was
description
thinking
had like all
it
these
would not be
tools
the
and stuff in it.
Volkswagen. Yeah,
Volkswagen racing through the
I'm
desert.
gonna go with some kind of city set.
it has to be city. So
Some kind
we-
of like
we-
desert
we-
dragster, desert jeep.
How is it gonna be city if there's
we
no
need to
police?
guess the exact like set name.
We're somewhat lenient on it. If you're in the ballpark,
Okay.
it counts.
Did
Well-
that...
With city, it doesn't. If it's a race, then it can't be something from like a main civilian bit focused city thing. It has to be some kind of like truck or like an ATV of some kind.
Right. And that's why I think it's city, because there's other city sets that aren't exclusively police, fire, or what have you.
Yeah. Can you
Thank
repeat
you.
the description? The first line.
Get the etc. Ready for the big desert race. Check the spare tire and make sure it's pumped up, and then fill the gas can. Actually,
Yeah,
it
the
looks like
spare
it's got
tire.
2 different descriptions.
Check the spare tire. The only thing I know.
Desert racing?
See, a lot of my knowledge of cars comes from like GTA, and one of my only cars in GTA Online that has a spare tire was a stunt vehicle that doubled as like an off-roader. I have to wonder if there's any city set that matches that description. I honestly don't know if there is, but that's my guess.
Desert
Okay, the only other thing I'm thinking of is Speed Champions.
But Speed
Yeah, I'll
Champions
bet
is
it's
licensed
that.
cars. It doesn't
Okay,
But
there
I didn't-
actually is some more of the description that I'd forgotten about.
Okay.
You-
keep it.
All right,
Use
well,
the
give it
tools
to
to
us.
Use the tools to check out the truck and then strap the driver in. Excitement
Oh,
boards
it's a
around
truck.
every corner.
Oh! Yeah, I'm going with a city set. Definitely. Concrete.
What's that?
I think
made my
LQ's
guess.
It's
right
like a
about World
desert-
Racers.
I want to say it's like a desert tracker and like something like that. I don't know. It came with like a tow truck or something.
My guess is some kind of city, either a stunt car or an off-roader, and that's about all I can guess because I don't know city specifics. So
Red tow truck with a truck on its back. I mean, red car carrier type thing.
So you
with
got
the
a truck
car
on your
its
truck?
back. Yes, a double truck. That's.
Hey, I heard you like
I'm just
trucks.
gonna have to.
So I'll
I'm
put
gonna
it
have
down.
to forfeit this round. I don't know.
Actually,
Laris, do you know?
Meso got it.
What?
you what?
Oh.
He
You
got
gotta
it.
joking me.
What, mate?
Ha.
Okay,
What
I'm
was
going
it?
to post it here in chat. It is the 4x4 off-roader.
No way!
Oh.
GTA helped me.
Close!
You never thought.
I don't remember this.
I don't
set.
remember
First
it
time
either.
it's
This
ever
was in
happened.
2016.
This completely
I
flew
remember
by
it
my
wrong.
head.
Off-roader too. It has like all this octane stuff on it.
Wow. Never
How did
knew
I
that.
not know this
Octane.
existed?
That random car I bought in GTA Online and never used once.
You hear that, kids? Video games are good for you.
Yeah, it's like, you never know when they'll surprise you.
Yeah, that's right, kids. You should all be playing Grand Theft Auto.
Yes.
Yep.
All day.
It's like- The GTA is nothing. People say that game's like bad, but GTA Online is so cartoony. Can't take it
And
seriously.
let's face it, there's already plenty of kids on it.
All right, Glenda. Let's get to the next description.
Yay.
Okay. Zing faces an
There.
almighty battle to stop the Ninjroids taking the precious Technoblade. From the 360-degree rotating command center of the menacing General Krypton Mindroid, the miniature Ninjroid.
I know this. I know this. This is Destructoid.
Destructoid.
Yes, it is.
Ah.
Yeah.
I thought it was the Mech Dragon again.
If you even mention Ninjago, I'm gonna know what set it is.
It's true.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so Meso got a point and Q got a
Yep.
point.
Yep, I'll read off the scoreboard and we're finished with this game.
Okay.
That was fast.
But yeah.
Stage a battle.
Yeah.
Sorry, you go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I am so into Ninjago that I could name most any set with just a few details.
It'd be like
So-
describing
Yeah.
a Spider-Man or Guardian set to me.
That ends the Ninjago descriptions are often very, very specific.
Yeah.
Enough for a
Alright.
super fan.
Yeah.
All right, Glenda, go ahead.
That's
Sorry.
all too.
Stage a battle between the highly posable Burnsy and
Oh,
rotate the turret.
Axel's tower carrier.
That is correct.
Bam!
Wow, that was fast.
Gosh, what the heck, guys?
I'm out of my element here. This is like.
I kind of did think that Forward would get that one.
Oh, of course. It's the only year
So
one
you're
next
setting
night
up
set that I
forward for
regret not getting.
success.
I knew the set. I didn't know the name. Grr.
Okay. Okay, I'm enjoying doing this in the Lego announcer voice, so I'm just gonna keep doing that. Krug is after the chi powering the mighty. Catch him with the all-wheel drive, then help brave Lennox to deploy the big claw attack. Load up the
Oh no,
Lion
we've
Rider?
entered Chima.
no. Load up the rapid fire shooter and send that chi swiping scavenger back to the land for where he came from.
See, I was like so not interested in Chima that I don't remember
Who was the first
any
one?
sets.
Who was the name you mentioned?
Krug.
Krug was only in like one
Ooh,
set.
Is that the lion attack?
The- It was.
It was like
Yes, that's correct. That's correct, Mal. It is Lennox's lion attack.
There we go. I
From
knew
2013.
studying that catalog would help me someday.
Oh no!
When I was
dude.
lonely and alone.
Lonely and alone.
Come on! I'm losing my
I made these too
ground
easy.
I gained last time.
Is this the last round then?
Yes, it is. This is going a lot faster
Alright.
than I'd expected. Okay, and this one's probably going to be really easy.
Oh no.
Launch a high-speed pursuit of Ultimate Ultron with the Avengers in the iconic.
the
Avengers Tower. No.
the Quinjet.
Quinjet.
Quinjet. Oh.
Can we be a little more specific?
Quinjet Escape. I don't know.
Not quite.
All,
Quinjet City Chase?
Quinjet Rescue.
Yes, Forward is correct.
What?
City
Got it.
Chase. The Avengers Quinjet City
Man.
Chase.
Rip.
I was close enough.
Bummer, dude.
Oh.
I need to do this game more often because A, I need to make it more difficult, and B, I like doing the announcer voice.
Yeah, so like, I mean, it's like the whole podcast about this game. It's great.
This
Well, we
is
did
a
that one.
fantastic
With
game.
modularity.
Yeah,
I was
we did
gone
the
at that
modularity.
one week that you were doing that, and you guys did a drawing game.
And that one
without
was
me.
fun.
Yes, I heard because I was watching you guys while you were doing
Yeah, I
it,
want
but
to do
was
the drawing
unable
game
to get on.
again. That
All right,
was.
real quick, I'm going to read off the scoreboard.
Gotcha.
So, after this game, our current year scoreboard goes as LQ with 13 points, Leo with 10 points, Klenda with 12 points, Maluris with 7 points, Mace with 8.5 points, Ford with 10.5 points, and Meso has increased the guest score to 2.
You've doubled it. Congratulations.
Listen, like,
I-
have me on again, I'll win. I'll win that time.
Okay, next time, gotcha. Next time.
You know, in the weeks passing, as soon as we get Orion on, he will be adopting those points.
Okay.
So we can help boost you
But
up.
sadly, that's about all the time we
I was
have
having so much
today.
fun. No.
I know, right?
Yeah, we'll have to have you on again
Please.
sometime.
This was great.
Sometime I want to do an episode that's just like all games again.
should do-
Not like a huge event like we did in Modularity, though I do want to do that again. But I want to do an all games episode when we don't have any news. So
That sounds fantastic.
Yeah, should we have guests on while we do that? Because that would
yeah,
be
we'll
way
definitely have
more
some
fun.
guests when we do that. So, Meso, any closing remarks before we head off?
Well, there's 3 things that I'll say. Number 1, Solek is a bad set.
Yes!
Number 2, Bionicle G2 was a bad theme.
No.
And number 3, the BCC is a really good podcast. Subversion.
Yeah.
You guys are cool. Thanks for having me on today. I had a lot of fun.
Thanks so much for
And
coming.
we
had
thank you
fun
for
too.
being on.
This is the best thing to happen on my birthday so far.
Happy
Aw.
birthday!
Happy birthday,
That's
Meso.
either incredibly flattering or incredibly sad.
It was a slow day.
Part of me thinks we should end the podcast by singing Happy Birthday to Meso.
You don't have to.
I'm
Oh, yeah,
sorry.
you don't
no
That's what
need
we
to play
should
around
do.
the audio quality.
Let's just pretend it's a few years ago and that song is still copyrighted.
What?
Oh.
Somebody copyrighted the Happy Birthday song?
Oh, yeah, that was a big thing,
Isn't it
but we don't have time to get into that story.
How'd they get away with that?
Please remember to leave a like and a comment on what we discussed today in the comments below.
Wish Meso
obviously.
happy birthday.
But it'll be like a week after. I don't know how long it takes you guys to edit this.
We did it out in
Wish him a belated birthday.
Alright, fine.
So, for Ford, Klenda, Mace, Maluris, Meso, and myself, LQ, we thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next episode.
Have a good one.
Farewell, farewell.
Farewell,
Bye then.
everybody.